Hi. I got some fun things to make today, so I thought I would share that while I talk for a little while. You need something, bud? Don't touch that one, okay? You looking for who? I haven't seen it yet. Oh, it is. It's just... So, I'm making a mold. This is the first time I have worked with resin stuff, so I have that. And I'm going to do another layer of that today. I'm kind of excited to see how it turns out. I think ultimately I'm aiming to have this sort of the whole, and I'll sort of etch this away. This is my first time playing with it, so I kind of just was winging it. So we will see how it turns out. Got my cups, mirror, and I'm doing a little bit more today, so I'm going to use a bigger jar. Cool. Okay. I can see all the parts. So much more better that way. Bless you, bless you. Lord of mercy. Got some gloves. Put these guys on because I have kind of sensitive skin. And it is pretty clear that this isn't good for us. So I got suit up. Love these like really tight fitting ones. They were purple when I worked in the medical field. Can you see on there? Yeah, you can. Oh, neat. Oh, I think it's doing closed caption over there. Oh, okay, it's just delayed. I was like, what words is it saying? All right, so I have the pieces that I want to put in the next layer. I'm gonna scoot those to the side while we get all the concoction concocted. It was really fun pouring this last time, so I thought it would be fun for other people to see while I pour it. All right, let's see if I can get it in there. Okay. I wonder if the flash is on. Can anybody tell? Oh, what is that? Just boom, boom. Oh, no. It's asking me a question. Do you want to hear your voice? Negative. Oops, come back. All right, I think I will do them all the way both full. Oh, it is so itchy. That's why I usually, let me do that before I even get started. Pull his hair right off of me. Because it will make me crazy the whole time if I don't. That's another reason why I can't see parting from this hairstyle. I really like my hair, but I also really don't want it to touch me. It's like, stop touching me. It's the time and a place for you. Not when we're doing these things, you know? Look at my bangs growing back. From when I accidentally overcut them. Oopsie daisy. All right, let's see. Get everything still. Okay. Oh my God, something must be on this glove. It's driving me bonks. I put everything back together in the box after I used it, and I feel like that made it like, can I zoom it off? Oh, maybe because of the gloves. Some of the things were sticky, you know? Gonna go all the way to the line. Ooh. Okay, that's that guy. Probably should wipe that off before I close it. Have I some tissue about? Oh yeah. Hey Bob, would you turn your volume down, please? When you're done your breakfast, would you like some cough medicine? Okay. All right, so there's one. Now let's do this guy. Oh man, it won't let me. Wow. Oh, I could use. Don't. I was gonna say I could use my nose. Okay, hold on. I can get my pinky out without messing up my gloves. My comments got stuck because I was trying to I was playing with the camera. Boop, la la. It's free. Hi, good morning. Okay, now it should stay down. Okay, it should stay down now. Yay, I think it did it. Hooray. Okay, mission accomplished. I'll do the second part. Fill him just the same. He's much slower on the pour. More viscous. I like how it plop, 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 plop. It's very fun filling him to the line. Boop. Okay. Nice. All right. Now, I'm gonna mix them in this guy. Sometimes slamming is fun. See if we can pour them in together. Mm. Looking at that, I'm wondering if I should just do another whole batch of both, or if maybe that would be good for this next layer. I think I'm feeling like this might be it. I'm gonna let them both drip for a second so I can get every right amount for both sides. Both sides. Boop, doo-doo, doop, doo-doo. And then the worky part where you have to stir the goodness out of it. Okay, I think we're almost there. Boop, doo-doo. Okay, one more from you. Is there any more from you? See, it's always like a couple more. Guess I could use my spatula. Let's get her out. Come on, baby. Oh, yeah. Worth it. There wasn't as much in this one. Okay, that should be good. Now we can start this part. It's pretty cool how it kind of changes and then it gets so bubbly. But I really think that my first one, for being the first time I've ever done it, it dried and it looks really clear. I don't know if you can see. Let me show you some of that. There's some overspill there. See, even the overspill is really clear. I think that's pretty great considering how many bubbles there were that I don't have a heat gun. Because it's on this plastic, I took my blow dryer on the low setting and I held it back a little so it would sort of receive the heat as like a diffuser. And I just sort of like moved it around and it worked. So that was cool. I love how I've been wanting to do these kind of things for years. And I never realized that there was a heating part. I kind of just like to learn things as I like to do it on the way, you know, which sometimes delays the process, I'll admit. Sometimes it's fun to wing it and see what I can do. Most of the times that's how I usually end up getting down with things. But I usually have a lot of the parts, a lot of the ingredients. And the universe knows. Like the blow dryer, I just ordered that supposedly randomly. I kept wanting to curl my hair, and I would not have enough time to let it set like normal because I usually like to just wrap it up or braid it and then let it dry, and I wasn't having the time, and it's really chilly. Well, it's less chilly these days. Of course, today it's going to be pretty crazy, and then we're going to get this like tornado stuff. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. So in my energy world, in my energy wellness, so every day of the week, I choose another way to care for my inner world, my invisible self. And on Sunday, I slow down so that I can notice my thoughts, notice what I'm feeling, and then on purpose speak what I prefer to happen. And it also helps tune me into the week. We're like always in these loops, whether it's a week or a month or a year, you know, a season. And it's nice to have these periods to check in. And especially like on a Sunday, it helps me focus what I want, what I know is happening for me this week, versus just being sort of scattered all the time or being worried that something will get forgotten. I feel like this check-in helps keep me current. You know, it helps let me let go. Like I don't set alarms. I do make notes in my calendar. I make notes in my journal. But I don't really do like alarms unless it's an appointment or something where there's someone else. I kind of just know that it's always going to keep me checking back in with me. I'm going to know, you know, where the right time is. And I don't mean like with work stuff. It's usually like with personal or creative or alchemy stuff. With my clients and even with like baking, I trust the clock and like a timer because that way I can sort of set it and forget it because I tend to be easily distracted, you know. So I like to have a couple things happening at once. Keep me interested. Otherwise, I'm just gonna flit away. Something that's prettier and better. If I can, and I usually can. We talked a lot about spiritual bypassing this week in our work for the sake of mostly understanding it and helping others understand it truly, you know. I think a habit that people have, especially people that want to be there for others, maybe they know or realize they are like codependent a little or people pleasers. When we see someone, especially someone we care about, suffering, we tend to want to fix it right away. And while fixing the whole thing obviously would bring relief, our way of fixing is kind of sometimes by not addressing what's the actual upset. And so, telling someone, just think positive it can be kind of an annoying thing to hear, especially when it's like, well, what about these things? I haven't taken the steps to let myself think positive because I'm still part of me, part of my inner world, whether it's my shadow, my inner child, my ego. Part of this system is suffering because of this belief right now. Telling them to just think positive is just like me masking in the outside world. Put on a good face so nobody else is uncomfortable. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that to myself. I wouldn't encourage that for somebody else. And this isn't the same thing as when I'm out in the outside world and I feel myself triggered and I kind of console myself in the moment so as to help myself not want to react. I've gotten really good at not reacting to others, Once upon a time, I was the kind of person where it was like, it's out of my control. My mouth has a mind of her own, and I would just like be reckless. And now it took the work because first it was like I would have to soothe myself to take the high road because I was really good at attacking back, especially once I was there. But now, when I'm in the moment, I can kind of like soothe myself. Usually I'll put my hand on my body and I just tell myself, I got this. Because I know I don't want to lose my power in this situation. My power being my reaction, my response, my emotion, my alignment. I always say jokingly when I'm with my BFF and my friends, when it's like, when you're in this mood where it's like agitating, especially as a mom, I think we kind of know this mood a lot, where it's funny, but it's really close to kind of irking me. And it's like, oh. So it kind of feels like that. I would say, I feel like you're about to get me out. My God, we need to stop this right now, So anyway, on Sunday today, I'll be slowing down and finishing some arts that I want to finish, getting ready for our homeschool week with the littles, making sure I have kind of a game plan for that so it runs smooth. I'm going to make a trip to the grocery store and maybe get some yummy meats for a couple of our dinners. And I guess, I don't know, I kind of have this, I always want for us to like sit down and hunker down and watch a movie together. And it usually doesn't work out that our times are that way. I don't know, what is happening? Elias, what happened to that button? Can you wake up the computer for me? Just hit enter or any key. I'll try. Watch your back, boo. Why did you go to sleep? Why would that happen? It was doing things, And it's plugged in, isn't it? Yeah. It's very strange. Very strange. You okay? Mm-hmm. You feeling all right? It's a little cold and windy, and I want you to get your... Well, how about you go out for a little bit, and then we'll get your tub and take care of your body and all that good stuff. So a coat, buttoned up, because it is chilly, and shoes. If you need socks, they're on the chair. All right. Da, 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 da. Oh, it's back. Oh, it's me. It's cheating. Did Elias touch a button? That does happen sometimes. We're set gloves on, so now everything is responding to my stream. Start screen share. Should do that. I have to let the mixture wait a few minutes before using it, so this kind of works out. I just didn't plan to have to do this part. Alright, why does it say low battery? It's been plugged in. I really must say, without wanting to keep reiterating it, so I guess I shan't. My plugs have been really wonky, just saying. Plugs have been bonks. Wonky plugs. Alright, maybe I'm just gonna give up on this and use my phone. Because this doesn't feel like it wants to work. It's having a, oh stars, it's having a struggle. I'll see if my phone will work over here. This phone can feel my fingers with the gloves on, that's cool. Okay, maybe I can set this one up here. Excuse me, avocado. Oops, sorry. I dropped him. All right. I'll do that and that. Will that work? Yay. I think it will. Hey. Technical errors, so you've been relocated. Trying to get you to be able to see some of the fun things we're doing here. The mold I'm working on. I really like how well the back dried, so clear and no bubbly. Speaking of that, let me grab my blow dryer while I give this mixture another moment to marinate within itself, congeal, unite, blend, activate. I don't know, whatever it needs to do. I'm just gonna let it do it. Whee! Ah, this nose could stop. I was just about to say something crazy. All right. It's always the plug. Oh no, where am I gonna plug? I'll just unplug Goofy. Sorry, buddy. I'll be back.
I'll be back.
Okay, there we go. Hey, Rooster, good morning. Can you guys hear him? The sweater is good. Itcher. It's got textures. Itcher. Okay, let's see. It's kind of funny having two angles like this. Can you guys see pretty well? Let's see. I feel like the cardinal. Love them so much. He's so red and beautiful. Maybe I can show you guys. Let's see if I can do it without chasing him away. See him? He's so cute. I can't zoom in. My gloves won't let me. Hi, bud. The other bird was like, nope. Cardinal didn't mind. That was cool. I love that. Okay. Back to business. I think we're good. See my mixture and my stuff. Okay, just get these guys back out of the way. Oh, I don't know who's who. I could maybe tell though. Because I think the hardener is the more dripped down the cup, like this one. So yeah. If I add more, that's how I will know. Oh my gosh, this cardinal is so handsome. Speaking of handsome, my baby cat turns 6 months today or tomorrow. It's so cool. It's so cool how much they've been like a part of our lives, and it's crazy to think it's only been half a year, you know? Of course, life is pretty intense, pretty crazy, pretty cool. Things happen so quick and so fast sometimes. And sometimes, you know, while they're moving slow, you don't realize how slow it's moving. And then it's like, whoa, I can't believe I was doing that. Especially because we do things kind of not knowing or unconsciously, you know? We don't realize. And it's like, whoa, I can't believe I was doing that. I was just about to say, somebody's in the woods. That's my son. I will say, as much as I love this green coming back, for spring, I also really love being able to see through the woods so well. It's really cool. I would show you guys, but if I mess up the camera, it'll be super annoying. I could always have an excuse for like one more device to give me one more angle. Give me one more device so that I can show all I can see. Oh yeah! Our new moon is Wednesday, by the way. So as I think into this Sunday, I'm going to think in how I want to enter this new moon phase. So it's not just the week as in this like third week of March. It's also, the beginning of a new moon phase. And I know at the end of next week, the 21st, on next Saturday, I think it's Saturday, yeah, we're having an event here with the Moonies. And it's kind of a big deal event. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really wanting to spend more time thinking about the ideas that Blair and I came up with about what to do for this specific event. It's quite special. They all are, and I feel like every time another one comes up, there's another thing to make it more special. Not just the highlight of the spring, but yeah, it's always good. And I guess when you're living on purpose in that magical way, like knowing how special all the moments are, it really does start catching up to you. It really does. Like when you're always looking for magic, eventually it catches on so well that the magic's always looking for you too. So even when you're tired or having a down day, which is something I've loved how it's shown up for me, before, when I was having a hard day, it was easy for me to get thought forms about other ways to have a bad day, Continue to go live together. Hi. Oh my gosh, there's like 100 people here.
Good morning.
Hi.
Y'all trying to battle?
I don't know what I have to do. I'm just making art stuff. I don't think I have enough friends on my live to battle.
We trying to do a match.
Okay. Sorry.
That's okay.
One battle, please.
Oh my God, I like the little groundhog thing. That's what my son does to me every time we call on FaceTime. All right, now I'm down to one friend. Hello, groundhog friend. Sometimes I should push buttons, but sometimes it's just fun. It's like, whatever, what's going to happen? I have a groundhog friend. He's adorable. Oh, it's just me again. Hooray. Okay, now is my camera going to come back to how we had it before? Can I do it with the gloves? Oh, I can. Nice. La la. Oh. Maybe not the camera part, though. Flip. Hi, it's me. Flip. Am I gone? Yes, I'm gone. Okay, let me try again. Okay, it's not giving me the option any longer. That's a bummer. Bummer McBummerson. I want to show you. I could just leave it like this. You don't have to see my face. Oh, look at that. Mirror on the wall. Who's the most clever of them all? It could be you, my darling. I can just take a tiny pivot and have my cake and eat it too, which is literally my favorite thing to do. No. Hi. I got it both ways. Ha. It may not be the best, but whatevs. It's my way. It's my thing. I like getting my way. What can I say? Can I make it zoom a little on my face? Yeah. And now it's like a little picture-in-picture, just like they do. Maybe it was all meant to work out that it didn't work out. Whatever. It's always working out. It only isn't working out when you decide to stop trying. You know, when you're like, "Wah, I'm giving up," then it's no longer working out. All right. I feel like this has been sitting for a good amount of minutes, and I've been talking and looking at the bird. There was a battle of some sort that not really happened. So I feel like... I also like mixing it in this jar way better than I did in that tiny dish. Last time I mixed it in just one of the measuring cups, and it was so crazy to stir and stir and stir. It was very exhausting. Okay. So if you can see, it's pretty cloudy, bubbly even. Let's see. Can you guys see? Look. Okay. All right, there, that's a little better. So Sunday is, and the purpose of slowing down is to let my higher self interject, to let me tell me what's important, how I want to be. I'll notice in those thoughts and hearings if there are parts of me that doesn't believe something's going to work out or go my way. I'll notice if there's something that I have to like improve on. You know, so if something isn't going right, I can notice from there. I'm trying to get it to zoom in on my face. It's not wanting to do it. It's probably because I tilted it so much. There it is. Okay. I love how this is working out. It's so amusing to me. Minus my nose. I could take a hairbrush to my nose at this moment. All right. So now I'm going to pour this and then place a couple of more parts in the circle. Here, let me look at him dry actually before I think I'm going to use him as a little bit more of a ledge. How do I want him to land? I think I want him like up so that the opening is up. So maybe like this. Yeah, like that, I think. So I guess, yeah, like that. So he would almost be spilling out. I think I'm going to leave him there while I pour. Because he's a little delicate and, yeah. And then when it would be done, yeah, I like that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to leave him there to pour. And then I also have 4 little baby peas that came out of that pod. Can you see my little pea? I love the story of the princess and the pea. And also, I have 3 littles. So the number 4 is like me and my littles. Plus Rose, you know, it's my big me. Oh, and then check out this lovely. It's an orange rind. I'm gonna put her in there too. I guess he would be a him. I think oranges are boys. What do you guys think? Is it orange a boy? I think oranges are boys. Yeah, I think oranges are boys. What do you guys think? All right, let's do this. And then after I pour, I'll do the blow dryer to get the bubbles out because you'll notice there will be bubbles. There will be bubbles. All right. Okay, I'm having I have a little pour anxiety. I did this last time too, so it's probably just the Libra in me. As much as I acknowledge it, I do get a little hesitant when it comes down to deciding. I'm hoping that the first layer filled enough around the base of this clay mold I made so that it doesn't leak out from here, that this starts to fill it like a coaster, sort of. Maybe I should No, because I want more on this side, so I should keep going here. Da-da-da-da. This is kind of fun. So far, I don't see it spilling out over here, but it is getting to this side. So I think I'm going to pour over there. Can you guys see okay? Yeah. All right, let's turn. Oh, got a dribble on the flour. All right, now I'm going to pour here. It's really cool. And over here. Can you guys see? I don't want it to run over, so I'm not gonna mess too much with that side. I do want to get a little bit on this guy though, just to start getting him in there. But this side seems very close to like being full. So cool. All right, let's see. Should I drizzle some over this rose? I was wondering how it would look if I did something like this. I have a mannequin head that I sort of covered with roses, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna have to just start all over or if I can find a way to sort of protect them, because I didn't shellac them or anything. I just sort of paper mache'd them on, which sounded really fun in the beginning, but I'm just thinking it might be very delicate, like they may not last. All right. Ooh, it's so shiny. I like that it's shiny. Oh, thanks for the heart. Appreciate that. It looks really pretty from, I'm going to show you guys from Facebook camera so you can see my TikTok camera. Ooh, that flash is bright though. Let me turn it off. Look at it, how shiny it is from that angle. Thank you for the roses. I love how shiny it is. How does it look from here? Oh yeah, you can see the shine. All right, now I am going to blow dry that guy so I can get all the bubbles out. I don't know if you can see the bubbles. Can you guys see from TikTok? I'll tilt the camera a little more. Oh, it's pretty. Oh, it's so shiny on your guys' camera. Oh, if I turn it this way, and I'm almost losing it out of the cup, which I was trying not to do. See that? See how it's really bubbly? I'm going to get those bubbles out. That's the goal. And try not to spill too much more over the edge of that. I had a feeling getting that pea pod in there. Oh, I gotta put these in first. Almost forgot. Dang. I get really excited. Ooh. Do you think it's gonna be too deep? I may just... That's what she said. I didn't mean that, I swear. Good morning. Do you see how it's kind of sinking? I like it. I don't want it to go very much. Maybe I should blow dry it and then set it in and let it do that a layer. Sorry for the noise. You're going to hear my blow dryer on low, my hair blow dryer. Let me see if I can turn so you guys can see. I have a tilt on this lady. She's good to me. Blip. Okay. Oh, cool. You guys have a really good angle. All right. I have to not make a mess. I can do it. Okay. Also, my hair. Where I am in Maryland. Wah, wah. All right. And I like doing it from underneath so it doesn't mess with the mold. I don't want it to like blow or ruffle, especially the first layer, because it was just the dry leaf inside. of the mold, you know? Let me see. It looks really shiny from that angle. Can you guys see? That camera is so light. I always have. I just want it to be better. Oh no, that was on. Okay. It's just like, oh, maybe if I touch me and my face, touch my pie hole, it'll change the screen for you. I don't know if you can notice, but the bubbles are already starting to decrease, which is awesome. I'm gonna show you, because I like being able to show you these parts. I didn't know any of this, so I'm kind of learning as I go. And I know I'm not the only person who kind of just likes to wing it. So, for my fellow wing it friends, this is how we wing it. Ah! Oh no, that pea is really sinking in there. I'm not loving that at all. I'm glad that I didn't put them all in. Can't really see it from there. Sort of see it from there. Ooh, I totally spilled too, but we all knew that was going to happen. It's really getting the bubbles out. You can see it pretty easily now. Clear parts. I'm trying to make it so you can see it pretty easy. Because I don't want to burn anything. I'm going to try to get this side where there's some. The mold is, where this is like up around the plastic, this is in the clay shape of the mold. Thank you. Thanks for the rose. I got a rose here too. Oh my pea is totally lost on the bottom now. All right, there's 3 more where that came from. I'll be the mama pea floating in the bottom, and they can be the baby peas on the surface. It's so cool watching the bubbles kind of like iron out, or sort of like shrink wrap effect, you know? I'm gonna try to do a little on top of this side. You talking to me, Boo? Oh, it's actually not messing with it too much. My pea. Okay. I'm just gonna lose my pea pod. There it is. I want it to stay like on the edge. It was a nice little circle bowl guy I made, and it was just the layer, so he was very fragile. The first layer, so he was fragile and, you know, not done. But then my sunfish came home from his dad's, and now it's in a couple parts. Now it does other things. Oh my god, I have so many hearts up there. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. Alright. I'm almost done with these holes. I definitely spilled, but that's okay. I totally lost that pea, but I guess I knew that was going to happen. Almost a little too late, admittedly. Oh, I really like how you're able to see the clear coming out in this underneath part. It's looking more and more clear as I'm getting the bubbles out. And now, mind you, I'm going through a layer of the resin and the plastic. So I'm trying to get a little bit warmer closer to the plastic, but not. Yeah, the first time I did it, I felt like I didn't have to do it as much because it was just the first layer, you know, it was easier to heat through. But this one, you know, being more layered and a bigger pour, totally a bigger pour. I'll get that pea set back in there better. Pea pod. I don't know where I rolled around to. I could be totally under the rose by now. Me the pea, anyway. Me the pea? Where did I go? Oh, it's looking really pretty and clear. Big fan, big fan. Big fan, little hot gun. So one thing I love about stuff like this is while it isn't just something really, really cool to do, um, this also helps engage the part of my energetic self aligned with my inner child. You know, I'm able to do something that is just for me. If it doesn't turn out perfect, that's okay, because I'm measuring the joy that I'm having while I'm doing this, you know. I'm not measuring my art against another person's creation, you know. If anything, I had the really cool experience of being out the other evening with my girlfriend. We went out to get some snack and a drink, and I was in the bar and I heard a lady behind me talking, and I swore I heard her say something about making resin something, and I'm like, wait, is that the same thing I'm doing? And I turned around and she had like a bowl that she had made and poured, you know, into a mold, and she was now in the part of decorating it. So she gave me some cool tips, and that was really awesome. But yeah, it's kind of burning my finger a tiny bit. All right, let's sit her down. I don't love that. I don't love that. I don't love that. I don't love it. So a long time ago, I used to repo cars, and so we would drive around in our personal car a lot of times to the addresses to like look for the actual vehicle before we drove our tow truck. It would save us gas, and it was easier to kind of sneak around quietly versus in the noisy tow truck. So we could go and be like, oh, it's here, and then call whoever was driving the truck to come meet us. This one time I was actually in a neighborhood really close to here, which I have not spent a lot of time in until now. And thanks for the rose. And so I'm driving, and I had a stick shift, which I love driving a manual transmission. That's what I learned to drive in, I think, too. So that's probably why I love it more. But I was driving one evening, and I had the heat on super high. It was like winter. And I'm driving, and all of a sudden I could feel my left foot like on fire. And I don't know if you know, but my left foot has 11 screws. I almost always forget. I think it's 9. I think it's 9 screws in it from a car accident I had when I was 20. Actually, Earl had the car accident. I was just in the car. And so the motor came in and crushed my heel. They had to rebuild my heel and reattach it to my ankle. So they had to like fuse some of the joints. You know how your ankle has like 9 or so different joints? They had to fuse some of them together to reattach my heel to my foot. So it was new to me that letting my body become really warm would also be warming up like the metal in those screws and pieces. So I was driving, and all of a sudden, you know, it was like, oh my God, my foot is on fire. And I know that like the titanium doesn't retain heat very long, but just imagine what we're used to with our bones. You know, when it's warm, we pull away, and that's that. And in this case, it was warm, I pulled away, and it was still there. It was almost like I had warmed the titanium, even if it was just for a second, long enough that even pulling my foot back and away, it was still cooking. I was like, oh no, maybe. It was so fun and funny. Elias, is that you? Hello. How's the temperature out there? We're going to have a storm. My son, pretty sure it was yesterday, was talking about tornadoes. And now we have a storm with an abnormally high potentiality of tornado. I don't want to say thank you, son, but what did you do? What did you do? Just kidding. I would never blame you for the weather. Unless you wanted to take credit, and then I would say, well done. Can we choose never mind. Just be quiet, Mom. Just be quiet. Let's see how it's looking. Oh my gosh, I had to get these gloves off because all the itchy layers are itchy layering me. Okay, let's see if we can tilt this guy a little. And then I'll tilt him back down. Sure won't let me do it again. That's okay. It will be all right. And then how about a flash? Do I get a flash? Mother, may I please? I don't think so. That's fine. Oh, I know what I could do. Probably blind you. Hey, yo, you gonna come on? Hey. It works any other time I don't want it to. Fine, I'll just leave it alone. Okay. Now I'm gonna see if I can place these peas in there or if I should wait. Also, it may need to be dried a little bit more because some of the top has a little bit of bubble. Whoopee. Here's my other little baby peas. They're so cute. Okay, let me build this down for you. Oh my God, my back just cracked like. Round of applause. Round of applause. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, here we are. So this is totally not dry, but I like him like that. Oh, baby. I like it like that. I got, probably though, after maybe around the grocery store time. I think so. Because I could be done everything by then. I'm going to make some dinner for my littles, which I was planning to make early. Hey, baby. I was planning to make early. Hey, baby. Gonna dry that a little more. It's fun. See, it's getting all the bubbles out. I lost my pea in there. Oh, she's all the way up there. If I tilt it, though, I'm gonna... The pea. From the pea pod. See that pea pod on the edge? I have... No. Peas. The vegetable. Oh, perfect. Perfect. All right. That sounds crazy to you, huh? Okay, leave that there. I think I'm gonna let this settle more before I put those other peas in there. I don't want him to drop to the bottom. The other guy's, he's way on the bottom over there. Oh yeah, she's all the way under there floating around. And it's still so liquid, you can see her like moving around. All right, that's fine. So I think that'll be the bottom, this will be the top. I just set that there. I don't want it to be flat, really. What do I want it to be? Yeah, boo. One more, what? Say what, baby? I don't know what that means, baby doll. Don't spend money on your TikTok, darling, please. Oh, I got a paper cut. Hi, Cardinal. All right. Should I try? I kind of want to leave that clear until I can get the peas placed. I think I'm going to have to let that whole layer dry, or at least maybe 10 hours. Hey, Google, set an alarm for 10 hours, please. Oh, sugar, I unplugged Google. Hey, Siri, can you hear me? She can't hear me. Dash it all. Oh. I don't need the blow dryer anymore. I can plug Siri back. I mean, Google. Okay. All right, we're going to do the grocery store at 12. And do you know who the best mom is?
What happened?
Just checking.
What happened? Did you tell me?
What do you think?
I don't know.
Oh.
Can you tell me?
Guess.
What is it?
Guess.
What is it?
Guess.
Is it Rahai?
Yep.
Is he coming today?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Waiting to see what time and all. Whoa. Oh, okay. Boop. I'll see if I can leave that guy right there. And the pea pod right there. And then I'll put those guys in like 10 hours. What time is it going to be in 10 hours? Oh, dang. It's going to be my night-night. Okay, let's think differently. Hey, Google. Are you there?
Of course I am. I'm always here for you whenever you need me.
Thank you,
And I have a feeling this may be a good time to do something fun. Am I right?
Hey, Google, can we set an alarm for 8:30 p.m.?
There. Your alarm's set for 8:30 p.m.
Thank you. Nice. Yeah, I'm going to do the peas around 8:30. I'm going to kind of, because I'm going to place them in the clear spots, but I don't want them to just drown. So I think by then it'll be solidified enough that they'll just sort of sink in there. It looks pretty clear though. Look how clear that looks in the light. Very nice. Very nice. Love the shine on the rose. I don't see anywhere else that I would blow dry. Everything looks pretty and shiny. I think she's just time. Is that a bubble? No. Okay. And then it's really cool because I'm using one of the lids, just like it, to sit and cover. Because it needs to wait like 24 hours to dry. And then, you know, I'm going to do my pea pods. Oop. Where are you? Oop. Where are you? Yeah, that's that. I'm going to share a few minutes with my littles and maybe make some breakfast potatoes before I get into this day. I'll see you soon. If you have any questions about this or anything that I share ever, thank you so much for all those hearts. Yeah, baby. Oh, baby. What, honey? Oh, you're so cute. Stop doing that. My little one is spamming hearts. That's how there's so many. I didn't know you could do that. Of course he knows how to do all these things. Okay. If you have any questions about this or anything that I share ever, even the alchemy stuff, let me know or reach out. I can help make any of it make more sense. And I'll see you next time. Bye.